Hey guys, welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6 Frontier Pass. Today is Friday, January the 29th, 2020. And yesterday, on Thursday, January the 28th, we got the new DLC download for the Frontier Pack, which included Kublai Khan as China and or Mongolia. We'll be playing him as China on King difficulty because I want to get a better feel for the changes when anything new comes out. Epic game speed, which means that I will probably preempt some of the gameplay to kind of shore things up a bit, give it a little more compression. But I do feel like playing on epic speed is the better speed of all of them. Everyone has their preference. We'll be playing on continents, standard 2.1. We will be playing with the new Heroes and Legends mode, the newest of the new one, which was released on January the 28th. That is Monopolies and Corporations mode, so that should be interesting. We'll also be playing with Secret Society mode, and I'll leave it on Intensity 2. And in the Advanced section, I've gone ahead and picked Ba True, who is the newest DLC that came out on the 28th as well, or the newest Civ, who came with Kublai Khan. A lot of people are playing her right now, so I figured I would just try out Kublai Khan as China. And of course, we have some of the more recent of the releases for Civs. I went ahead and just picked them. I added 2 additional city-states, and I went with New on the World Age because I want to get some more hills. And I went with Wet on Rainfall, which would probably come in very handy for Ba True as Vietnam. And, of course, Heroes and Legends, as we said here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the start for the game, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro screen of Sean Bean's introduction. So let's take a look at Kublai Khan, who is the grandson of Genghis Khan. We get the Gurgay, which is 1 extra economic policy slot in any government. We receive a random Eureka and inspiration when establishing a trade post in another civilization city for the first time. That is per Civ. So once we meet a civilization and send a trading post, it will only count that time. It does not count towards city-states. We also have Dynastic Cycle. So we get Eurekas and Inspirations, provide 50% of civics and technologies instead of 40%. And then, of course, since we are playing China, we will get Crouching Tiger and the ability to build the Great Wall. All right, and I like our start. Looks like a really good one for a holy site as well as a campus. So I'm going to settle on spot. And we'll take a look around and see what is in the area. And I don't want that tile, so let's go with the stone instead, 2-2. Although the gold is nice. Not really critical right now. It's great to have you guys along, so we probably will go with mining in case we do discover a builder from an ancient site. Let's get a slinger, or ancient village, I should say. It's great to have you guys along. Always appreciate the support, so of course you can always hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, or you like watching the Civ 6 gameplay. And so it looks like we ran into the Owls of Minerva. And we also ran into Candy. And we are the first to meet them. And they are a religious city-state. And the various secret societies appear on the governor's title page, or the governor's page. If you guys were wondering. I have played them. They're okay. It really depends on what Civ you're playing and what kind of, maybe even what game victory you're going for. I don't know if I want to send them around those mountains or not. Suppose I could just take a quick peek. Yeah, more mountains. So I'm going to send him back this way. So we will be playing with the new economic mode. So we'll probably be able to reach that chocolate, but I don't see an additional chocolate here, which is why in Heroes mode, I'm hoping that we get the Mari. Because with the Mari, or Mori, I believe is the way it's correctly pronounced. That particular hero is able to generate luxury resources, which is kind of very interesting. 1 per. So we have some rice down here. I kind of like being nestled in these mountains. I really like that. We'll protect our flank. Let's go ahead and get a scout and explore around so we can find a few more secret societies. I'm going to make a big jump down this way. Looks like we have a city-state down here. Hong Kong, and I like Hong Kong. That is a production city-state, and we are the first to meet them as well. So there aren't any civs in this area, and we get, of course, 2 production for every city with a factory or consulate building. Just going to go over there and get that tribal village, and that will give us another secret society.
Who deserves more credit than the wife?
All right, so there's mining. And there's our hero. We have Hercules. I do like Hercules. However, we are going to want Mori, or the Mori. All right, let's see where horses are. Yes, let's go ahead and go with horses. If you're new to the channel, I kind of play more of a relaxed, laid-back Civ game. I don't like overly strategize things. I just kind of play for fun. I do try to pay attention to what's going on around me and make as informed decisions as I can. But for the most part, I just play to have fun and bring you guys along to enjoy the gameplay. We got a lot of flat land, which I don't particularly like. Send the scout this way. We're going to pull our slinger back until we can get another warrior. I hope you guys enjoyed the Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Rider Apocalyptic mode. If you haven't checked that out, by all means do so. That is a new game mode as well. That is a crazy game mode. And that was a very exciting ending to that particular game too. I don't want to spoil too much for you. But as China, we do get those additional policies. We get that additional policy slot in economics, which is very nice for a start. Or is for, it enables you to have a very good start. Let's see. We may find a second continent with the scout, so let's go with craftsmanship. And we are going to get mining, so if we do get a settler, if we do get a builder, we will be able to boost irrigation. Well, actually we'll need irrigation for the maize. Because I was seeing this rice down here. We're not going to make it to the rice to be able to work that for the boost to irrigation. Still trying to stay kind of wide of that barb camp for right now, and looking like where the scout is would be a good area for a city, somewhere around in here. Maybe even like right about here for the dyes. So this would be a nice possibility and would be next to that chocolate as well. So let me just put a pin down right here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be a good spot for a city. Right there. And probably one over here by the ocean. Maybe even on this tile here. We won't get a lot of production, but we'll just tack it down and take a look at it. Of course, once we unlock some of the other resources, we'll kind of have an idea as to what we want. Of course, I still will be able to do like a campus and maybe a holy site if I want to go with a holy site here. So those are possibilities. Plus, we'll have some really good food. We'll have turtles. We'll have crab in range. And maybe even a city right about here. That'll put us next to this chocolate and next to this dye. So maybe one right here as well. I like being next to a river, of course, for that bonus. So those are some of our city locations that we could consider. And there is a Lady True. All right, Vietnam. A lot of guys are playing Vietnam right now, so I figured we'd play China instead. Or Kublai Khan as China. It's been a while since I've actually played China, so it's kind of fun playing them. The particular attributes of this character isn't overly powerful or strong, but I think it was just going to be fun to play it, to do something a little different. And I'm going to go ahead and go with... Well, we're playing on King difficulty, so I'm not incredibly worried too much about an early invasion. So let's go with a settler. And we'll probably want to work this tile here since it's going to have so much food. We'll get a lot of growth really fast. And of course, it will depend on where the other civs are in the game as far as our particular moves. I think I'm going to leave him right here. We'll get that tribal village up, and here will be a really nice place for another city, so something to consider as we move along. She's a feisty civ. There he is. Okay, I was trying to figure out where he went. So we got an envoy, nice. And I will use it for Hong Kong because I like production. Yeah, we have +1 production in the capital and in every city with a workshop. Nice. And let's go ahead and cross the river so we're not getting that penalty. He might even jump out at us. Yeah, right over there would be a really nice place for a city. Maybe even where the barb camp is, we could still get to die if we kind of worked it out just right. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see. I kind of had a feeling he was going to do that. So we're going to get the Sanguine Pact. The Sanguine Pact. And I am going to take a pop at him. We'll go ahead and just take a pop at him. We'll be fine. We'll go ahead and hold up in place. And I will attack him across the river with the warrior, just because I don't want him to kill the slinger. He'll go for the slinger versus the warrior. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead with Divine Spark because I'm kind of sort of leaning towards a culture victory. So we're definitely going to want to go with Divine Spark. So I'm kind of planning that part out a little bit ahead. I've not had a culture victory in a while. And here is Ansil. I think it's pronounced Anasil, I believe, as one of our heroes. We have a tribal village somewhere, so we get some additional... I shouldn't have closed that out, but there is one around here, and I will find it. All right, so let's go ahead and do our next turn. Okay, good. That worked out really great. So there's our Eureka. And a promotion. So that worked out really well for us. I will leave a link down below the video if you guys are interested in picking up the game. If you do order from my links down below, particularly if you are a Prime member of Amazon, for example, you can go by my store and use it just like a regular Amazon landing page. That helps benefit the channel. So your support, of course, guys, is always appreciated. And I think I'll maybe just kind of leave this guy right here since we're going to be making our next city right there. There's the tribal village. And we're going to want to beat Vietnam to that. Right, here's the Void Singers. I think I might go with Void Singers. They're very interesting. They get the cultist, and the cultist, if you get enough of them, say like you get about like 6 cultists, you send them to a city, and you can just like convert the city over, just spam them. Spam one of the cities and flip the city. So we have some desert down that way. She is to our west, it would appear. And I'm debating if we want to go with a religion. Debate, debate, debate. Really too soon to tell here. I guess we can try. Why not? I think we could probably try to maybe go with a religion. So, let's go ahead and go with astrology. Maybe we'll find a wonder along the way and boost it a little bit. Some flooding over here. Oh, I see that other tribal village now. All right, let's move you over here. I think you'll be safe on your own. We'll move towards that other tribal village. And let's get another... You know what? I think I might actually go with a monument. Kind of an odd choice, but if we do get the Owls of Minerva, or the Void Singers, I think. The Void Singers, we get the little specialty district in place of the... In place of our monument. So we'll need to go ahead and have a monument built. Or, I mean, you don't have to technically do it that way. It's just... You can do it that way. I think we'll be fine attacking this little scout here. Give us some experience, and then we'll go and grab the tribal village. Here comes a warrior. Definitely want to avoid him. So we'll do one little heal, a turn of a heal. Surprised the city-state didn't kill him. Let's go ahead and make our city. Very nice. And let's work a 2-2 tile. All right. And we'll go ahead and have you make a monument. All right, so let's go with Magnus in Beijing. We can maybe chop some forest on that hill. And we are low on amenities. So we'll need to work that maze. All right, so we got a recon. Excellent. Now we didn't have to make one, so that saves us 9 turns-ish, somewhere in there. Or 6 turns, however many it would be in our city to make one. So that worked out very nicely. We might even kill this other scout. Mountain and hill terrain. Let's see. Woods and rainforests is most of what we have around here, right? Okay, since we got the free scout, we could make a hero for the bonus, but like I said, I do want to get the Maori. And let's see. Let's go ahead and get a builder. We'll just chase that scout down. Looks like Hong Kong is going to take care of that warrior. We could actually come back and grab that camp if they destroy enough of the units. Okay. And we'll go with foreign trade. I can't believe we haven't found a second continent yet. And we'll keep everything as is, well, we are building a builder, so we'll do that. There we go. Second continent. Finally. Actually, that was a boost to philosophy, political philosophy. We met 3 city-states. Haitusa, which I do like for science. Okay, since you're going that way, let's go ahead and have him go this way, and then we'll send this character north. This scout this way, north. And we'll just have him come around the south direction. There's the continent. So maybe we could have one as far out as here and get those additional bonuses with our policy. Something to consider. There's a tribal village. I just wanted to be careful. Okay, here's Basil. He's a very, very powerful civ with his interesting ability to assault cities that have his religion. He gets a bonus. It's almost crazy. I was watching BuzWeaver play. We got population. And it was just crazy how fast he won that game. He just went around, made his cavalry, and just demolished people. I do see that. I do see that scout that's still floating around. Another city-state. Were we the first to meet them? No. All right, let's see if we can build a little bit of a relationship with Basil here. We don't... Well, we could sell him some horses just for the heck of it. We don't need any right now. We could establish a little bit of a friendship. Not the best deal in the world, but we could do that. Let's take a look at Vietnam. She's pretty equal to us. She's got a little bit of a scowl on her face. Okay. And now we'll go with writing. And let's get our holy site down. I don't like making it on the copper, but it is the better choice in this case. So let's go ahead and take the copper spot. Okay, Hong Kong. Got some additional units there. And there's another city-state. We don't want to go that way. Another science city-state. We got Haitusa and Nalanda. I believe that is a science. Yep, that's a science civ as well. But we're going to hang on to Hong Kong. Maybe even put some points into Candy for the additional. So let's go with mysticism so we can check out some of the new buildings. And we made our builders, so we might actually... We're doing fine on gold, so let's go back to production. Let's get a boost to Eureka, or get a Eureka boost towards irrigation, and then we can work the dye to help out with our amenities. Kind of thinking if I want to go over and work that chocolate first, just to have an additional tile. Since we are playing Monopoly mode, we will want to try to get maybe a Monopoly on dyes, because we got a dye here and a dye here. Of course, it has to be in the same city to get the Monopoly. We can switch the tile or swap it, but we can't swap industries. So one city can have an industry at a time, I guess it would be the best way to kind of describe it. I'm still kind of learning it, so hopefully I got most of that correct. Kind of head this way. We need to find Vietnam. Do we know where Vietnam is? I don't think we know where she is. I think she's over in this area over here to the northwest. We'll certainly check it out. All right, guys, I think on that note, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap the game up here. I'm very much looking forward to playing this game as China for you guys. I hope you are enjoying it so far. Of course, you can hit that like button. And if you are interested in the game, you can make a purchase down below the video. And of course, if you have friends that would be interested in playing the game or are interested in watching the game being played, by all means, feel free to share this video with them. And of course, I always appreciate your guys' support as we play an additional game of Civilization 6 as Kublai Khan, as China. And I will see you guys in the next game.